everybody. This is Jackie from Jacqueline N Designs, and welcome to my group where we focus on whatever craft that I seem to be enjoying at the time, or that people that communicate with me are enjoying at the time. And as per usual, I'm having a bad hair day. My cowlick in the back is acting up. I have a really bad tendency to go outside in the wind. We are in windy Amarillo. It was officially named the windiest city in the United States the other day, and I can see why. We have been, and this isn't uncommon for us, although that one dirt storm that was all over the news, that was pretty dramatic, to say the least. Still getting the dirt cleaned up out of my apartment. I wanted to come on and do a floss tube. This is my floss tube number 5. I have been sitting down and stitching for multiple hours a day, every day. But, those of you who have been on my channel before know I've been having a lot of vision issues. And I think I've got 2 more months before I'm going to be having that done. Just, because I'm going to have co-pays and things with it, and I'm paying off another medical bill right now. So once that's paid off, I'll be going and getting my eyes done. And it's not really the procedure that's going to cost me anything. It's going to be the glasses to follow up. They're always a lot more expensive than you think they're going to be. But I'm not finding that I am enjoying having a lot of projects going. There's people that have a lot of projects, 20, 30, in some cases more. And I think I talked about how I want to do it, and I'm still working on it. But I think I'm going to have projects going, and I may just go ahead and start most kits or most patterns once I purchase them, once I get them kitted out. But then I may not go back to them for, I don't know, who knows how long. So I don't know if I'm going to do it that way or just leave them in my pattern box until I'm ready to, because having so many going right now, and I don't even have very many compared to everyone else. It's kind of psychologically making me feel scattered. So I don't know, but I am loving the process of it, to the point that I have this recent gift giving event that I'm going to talk about here in a moment. And a lot of what I asked for, matter of fact, everything I asked for had to do with stitching. So what that is I worked with a group of nurses, and we vowed that every year we would get together somewhere in the United States or go on a cruise or do something like that and have an annual birthday party where we all celebrated our birthdays, even though none of our birthdays are around the same time. We would just do this as like a weekend or a cruise away or something every year. Well, as we have all retired, we haven't actually ended up doing that. And so we were communicating on a messenger thread, and we decided to have a Zoom party. So we did. And it was just our annual birthday party. We all bought each other gifts. There were 5 of us, so we all came up with 5 gifts. And my one niece, when for Christmas, has been having us use this gift giving app, and someone else had one that was not for Christmas that they knew about, so we used that, and everybody put a wish list in there, and I put my wish list in, and I thought I would share with you what all we got. So it's not an actual haul. It's what I got off from our gathering together. And there's a couple of items that they're not here yet, but they're not actually stitch projects. There's some things that I wanted, and I'm gonna, that I'm gonna use, and I'll have those in once I show you. I'll show you those via a picture once I get through the actual items here. Now, in the first gift pack, I got this needle minder. It says Beverly McCullough, And it's it's a little needle minder. I don't have any needle minders. This will be my first needle minder. And I just love it. See, it's just your traditional tomato. And this is by Beverly McCullough from Flamingo Toes. And anyway, and this package came from Fat Quarter Shop. So, and then in it was this fabric. And this fabric was for a specific project. And it's Laguna fabric. It's hand dyed 28 count Laguna even weave from Fiber on the Whim, and it's the moonstone color. I'll get it out of the package so that you can look at it. And I'm going to put off this project that we have this. I have choice of several projects that will use this fabric. But I am not going to be using this fabric for that project after all. And what it is I am having a lot of difficulty seeing this 28 count. And it's only a couple of months until I have my eye procedure. So until that time, let me not ruin this fabric and waste the floss, okay? So, and what I was going to do with it, let me show you, was in this magazine. If any of you participated, this magazine company went out of business a couple months ago, The Gift of Stitching. And so what they did was they put all of their magazines from the time they very first started printing them, all the way up to the time they stopped printing magazines. They put them on for, you could get the whole series of magazines for, I think it was like $28.99. You just got digital copies. And this was their very first issue from February of 2006. And inside of there is a mystery stitch, a mystery sampler. And I went ahead and got the thread all kitted out for it. And I was going to, and I'm still going to use this Laguna cloth for it. But I'm just afraid to see this mystery quilt, and it's 1 month you do this, then the next month you would do another section, the next month, the next month, the next month. And so I wanted to start on that. And that's what this fabric was for. And she knew I wanted to start it, and so she ordered me the fabric. Excuse me. And I'm just afraid I'm going to mess it up, because I have already started one on 28 count. And a lot of ways it's turning out okay. But there's a section of it that, the reason it's turning out that way, it's obvious. It's my vision. And I'm just going to put the one I've already started on the side. And I'm going to put this one aside until after I have my eye procedure done. And I'm just going to do nothing any smaller or more detailed than 14 count Aida cloth. I mean, because I have a 16 count that I've been working on, and it's pretty much the same thing that's going on. So I'm going to put this inside of the bag with it. But but I think I would also like to do, and you cannot really see it here, but see the cover story? You can see how that one got scribbled on there. But that is not a Rembrandt era masterpiece or anything like that. Actual modern stitcher created that and is the artist, the original creator of that. I want to stitch that up pretty bad. It's called Women Sewing by Lamplight. And you can't really see it on the issue cover to this magazine, but in the background there's a sleeping child. It's just a really nice piece. So I got to add, I think I would like to add that on too. I tell you that magazine, that was an excellent purchase on I mean, I wouldn't ever have to buy a pattern the rest of my life. I'm almost 67, and it's like an endless. Anyway, it's great. But anyway, and also that came in her package was this pattern book from the Fat Quarter Shop. And it's 12 monthly minis from Primrose Cottage. The designer is Lindsay Waite, and they're basically, you make a bunch of seasonal little pillows, and they're going to be stitched over either 14 or 28 count. And I've got some 14 count that I think would look really cute on it, except for I don't care for the color. So I need to wait until I get that purchased up. But I would like to do one of these minis a month. So we'll see. I just need to watch for the right color of the 14 Aida cloth. And I think those would look really cute on Aida cloth. The only thing is I don't do Halloween. And there is the inevitable jack-o'-lantern with bats. So I'm going to need to do something else in the place of that one. Because this pattern has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 of them. So one a month. Well, it says 12 monthly minis. And one of them a month. And one of them's a jack-o'-lantern with bats. So I would try to find something else to put in that one's place. But other than that, I can really see myself, and it looks easy enough to do. I think I can do it with my eyes. And as long as I don't try to go any smaller than 14 count Aida cloth. Now, one of the other gals got me this kit. Now, I have opened this just to make sure everything is in it, because I had some problems with some kits coming back wet. And this is a beautiful kit. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I just fell in love with it and put it on my wish list on Amazon. And so one of them, they sent it to me off of that wish list. And this is a pattern done by Riolis, is a company. And it says Lithuania. Yeah, it's a Lithuanian company. But look at it. I love peacocks. And so that just drew me to this kit. And it's all kitted out with anchor threads. It came with a single needle. And it's 14 count Aida. When it gets done, I'm going to go ahead and get this one started. But when it gets done, I will end up with a picture that is 15 3/4 inches by 11 3/4 inches, and it's called Eastern Fairy Tale. And if any of you are interested, it's from Riolis. Here's the name of the company right here, and it is pattern 2099, and it contains cross stitch, half cross stitch, back stitch, and also combining colors. So I'm taking that to mean you might put a purple and a blue as part of your 2 strands. Because I believe this is going to be stitched 2 strands, using 2 strands. But anyway, it's total 25 colors. So I'm really excited to get that one going. We'll see. So that one. Now I have another one here that is on Aida cloth. It's a really extensive set, but it's on black, and I'm trying to look at it and see, and you know, it looks to me like I can do it. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to see the black, but anyway, let me see if I can show it to you. It's a Christmas sampler, and I want to see if you can see it in the pack. Yes, you can. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is a Thea Governor kit, and I've been told that these kits are quite difficult. We're going to see. I mean, to me, just looking at it, it looks pretty straightforward, but I don't think it's one that I'm going to get done overnight. I think it's going to take a while. You end up with a picture. So let's kind of look at it a little closer. Like I said, it came with It's a pretty good size. It's going to be a pretty good size picture. You can tell just by the amount of Aida cloth it came with. Um, and then it's DMC thread that it comes with. And they are beautiful threads. I don't like hanging thread. I know everybody else wants theirs hanging. I would rather have it wrapped on bobbins, thread bobbins, floss bobbins. I don't like it. And it's kind of nice because you know that your needle is going to be a decent needle because it came with a John James needle with it. So I thought that was nice. It's the Governor kit. And looking at the back, there's just some luscious kits on the back where they're advertising. I can see two of them. I'm just like, oh, I love that. I don't care if they're in kit or if I have to kit thread out myself. That doesn't matter to me. So anyway, but I did look at their site online, and oh my gosh, the cityscapes, you can tell they're more advanced kits. So I probably won't be ordering any of them right away, but I can tell you that that's something I plan on doing. And then it came with the instructions, how to take care of the fabric. They're suggesting that you use a hoop, but oh, look at this one that they're showing in here. Oh, and the pure gorgeousness of it. It is just beautiful. Still life with flowers in a vase, it's called. See? Looks like they sell a coffee cup to go with it. I don't know. There's just one sitting there on that little table. Now this one here, this one actually gives the name of the artist, Jen Davis, and that's of this one. But this one is just called a Christmas design, the one that I got. It does not say, and it does not give the name. They're out of Holland. Sassenheim, Holland is where these kits are out of. But I fell in love with it. So I ordered it off of Amazon. And like I say, they have thegovernor.com. Thea Governor, that you can order the kits. And I'm going to put it here for the spelling for you. And so you can just look up Thea Governor on the internet, and her website does pop up. And you can see it's got Aida cloth in it, DMC thread. And it really, certain things about it I really like. Because like I said, I did open these just to make sure they had everything they were supposed to have. And so that if I needed to send them back, I could. And they did. You're going to use, this is done with a single strand. This kit, and look at how many pages it is. I don't know how many pages it is. That is total. I have not counted them, but it's a lot of pages to get this thing done. The thing I'm going to gripe about, and you're going to see it mentioned right here, is the only way you know what color to use are the little insignias on the on here. You know how you have a little triangle, an asterisk, whatever it is that's indicating the color. But it does not anywhere in here give you a DMC equivalent. So if you mess up, now why they do that, I really do not know. And I'm even trying to find the color code. I cannot find it. The only way to know what color is looking at the thread cards. And each color has the diamonds on it. But it does not tell you what number of DMC thread that is. I mean, it does tell you it's DMC thread, but they're so like using this pattern again. You know, one, if you wanted to do one for your sister-in-law, which probably if you do a piece this big, I don't know if you would want to do one. But it's not just a mistake, because I looked over here and it says no color numbers are available. And this is the only place that you know these little pieces of thread things that your thread is in. So you need to not separate them out. You have to keep them on here or something, so that you can't really take them and put them onto a floss bobbin or anything. So I'm going to tell you that to me is a big negative. Now, does that mean that I'm not going to buy their kits? I don't know. They're beautiful kits. But the Governor, that I do not like. And two, if you run out and you are paying for the pattern, I understand they don't want you to reproduce the pattern, but why would I not be allowed to do the pattern again? So I don't quite get that. And I did write a review on Amazon saying that. Because when I saw that, I was like, I've never seen that before. Literally, any of the kits I've gotten so far have not been that way. So I did write, and I even sent them on their website, let them know. I just didn't think that was right. And because like I say, if you mess up and you've got to pull your thread out, I've had experience with some of these kits. These Thea Governor ones are expensive. Especially they're just Aida cloth. You know, they're not, yeah, but they are beautiful. I am telling you. And I can tell they're not beginner kits. So I got that. Now I'm going to insert here one of the other gifts that I'm receiving that is supposed to come by this next Friday in the mail from Amazon is a book. And I cannot remember the author's name, but I am going to insert a picture here of the book. And I do know that there is another book by the same author that is highly valued. And they're like $300-400 on eBay for a paperback cross-stitch sampler book. So this is one of her newer books, although this is still a used book that I ordered off, I didn't order it. I had it on my wish list, and she ordered it off of Amazon from one of the used booksellers on there. And it's taken it a long time to get here. They're taking their time selling it. Getting it here. And then the last and final gift from, I'm going to call it our girls' lollygag, but our annual birthday party, is this set of jeweler's glasses. I saw some other cross stitchers had these, and they're because I bought I've got several different magnifying setups here with lights um, and magnifiers, and all of them are just kind of inconvenient. And I was watching those people that were stitching with these jeweler's glasses, and they go, when you're wearing your glasses, they are right over, they come right in front of your glasses for the magnification. And then there's a light built in. And this same person sent me a Sashiko thimble, which I will also put a picture of here. Okay, so that was the haul. And I'm sorry that took so long, guys. We'll see if I can edit some of that out. Now I'm going to start going through my whips. Some things that I said I was going to start, and I'm not because of the eye issue that I already mentioned to you. And we'll go from there. So this is one that I had said I was going to start, and I have it kitted out. And it's on, the fabric that I have for it is this linen, DMC linen. It's a 28 count linen, and it's for these bookmarks. This is Nikki's Creations bookmark samplers. So they're little tiny mini samplers, as you can see. And I'm actually going to do some mixing and matching on the motives on one of the bookmarks. So I'm actually going to make 4 bookmarks. And I think they'll, when I do get to do it, I think they'll all fit on this same piece of linen. And because I have someone I want to make a bookmark for as a gift. So, and it's a male, so I don't want to necessarily put the sewing things on it. So I thought I would take, I'm going to make all 3 of these. But then I also thought I would take it and put this design on it, and then take one of these other little designs over here and replace the scissors, the sewing scissors, with it for his bookmark. And you're probably going to hear my little Yorkie poo growling. She heard the heater go off, and she's growling at it. So anyway, but I'm not going to be starting this now. And I will let you know, I'm just going to put it aside, all of these that, and they're going to be intermixed with what I have started. Is not started. Another one that I have not started is Lori Holt's Hometown Neighborhood, which I have kitted out. It's not here in the bag. I usually keep the kit in the bag, and this one I haven't. But it's all kitted out. But once again, this is on 28 count Laguna. Now, once I get the jeweler's glasses, I may take a look at a different one that I've already started on 28 count Laguna, and see what I think. But I was messing that one that I've already started up over the whole vision issues. And by the way, when my channel gets to 100 subscribers, I bought an extra one of these patterns as a giveaway. So there will be a giveaway of this pattern once my channel hits 100 viewers. 100 subscribers. Okay, so there's that. Now this next one is a one of these stamped, I guess, panels is what you call them. And I've just been working on this one for a few days, but I'm happy with the progress I've made on it so far. Matter of fact, it's been the primary one I'm pulling out. I think it's because it's a floral. And I've been excited to do a floral. And you can see this kit was one of a bunch of free ones that I got. Well, some of them I paid $2 for, and then others she gave me for free. And they're these stamped ones, and it had no brand name, no picture was there. Just this little tiny picture right here. So that's what it's supposed to look like when it's completed. And really, I've only done one color. And so it's not going to look like I've done as much as I have, because there's been a lot of confetti of this color that's scattered. But you can see it's this one right here. And there's a lot of confetti of this same color that is scattered throughout. I've even done a little bit down in here. I'm not even going to lift that up because you can't see all of that. But for some reason, I've been enjoying this one. I think it's because it's a floral, and I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, and it's not as bulky, and I've been sitting in waiting rooms a lot. So it's easy to carry around with me. So, so there is that. Now, another one that I had been working on, and I'm kind of getting burnt out on it, is this. This is another one of the ones I got in those $2 ones like I said, and some of them were free. And it's a pre-stamped Ada type cloth. It's not Ada. It's a very inexpensive brand of Ada cloth. It's a Joyce Sunday cross stitch kit. It's on it's the Starry Night of Van Gogh, and it's on 11 count, and you do it with 3 strands. And trying to figure out where my project is. Not in the bag. But anyway, all I've really gotten done on it is some up in this corner. I think it's sitting over there on my sewing table. But I've gotten some, and then about down to here on this Black Mountain or whatever it is. So I'm starting to get some shown here, but I haven't been enjoying this kit. It's boring. But I'm going to keep working on it. I think it'll start to get better. There are some Starry Night by Van Goghs that are much prettier patterns than this. But I'm going to keep doing it because it's helping me to improve my stitching. But I'm not certain what I did with it. So anyway, so that one we have. I may be putting that one aside for a little bit. And then when I get less burnt out on it, I will do it. Now, and then another one that I'm going to be picking up again this week that I haven't done anything on for a while is this sampler by Design Works. Okay. And it's called the Cherry ABC. And this is on a 14 count Ada. It does not give a brand name of the embroidery floss other than it's made in the USA. And it's a just all counted cross stitch, all done in red. And it says that the name of the designer is Ursula Michael. But the company that produced the kit, and this is one that I got at a Goodwill or something for $1 or something like that. Now I did, and it came the Ada cloth that it came with. It's 14 count, stark white, and I just didn't like it. And I haven't worked on this in over a week and a half, I think, maybe even closer to 2 weeks. But I did get the top border done. I am going to go back and fix those areas that I said I wasn't going to fix. And I recorded a floss tube that I didn't ever publish. So I don't know if I had already told you that I was going to fix this in one of the floss tubes or not. But I am going to go ahead and go back in there and fix it. And if you look at it, you're going to exactly be able to tell where the problem areas are. I just don't think I'm going to be able to leave it that way. And I actually really like it. I tea-dyed it, the fabric, because it was just stark white. I just didn't like it. So you can see where the tea kind of gathered on the edges there. Ouch, got myself with the needle. So that is that one. And I'm about to start on the lettering this week. So this is my current sampler. I'm going to be trying to have one sampler going at a time. This Teresa Kogut pattern is one that's going to be put aside until after I get my eyes done. It's called for is 32 count charcoal linen. And I know that I want to do it on the called for linen until I learn better how to pick out my own. And I just, so therefore, it's until I can get my eyes done, this is not going to be is going to be put off. It's not going to be started. Now this one is one that's been a couple of weeks since I worked on. This is another Joyce Sunday. It's Copenhagen. So it's one of those bargain stamp kits that I got that I'm using to teach myself and to improve my stitching on. But I think I'm going to like this one once it gets done, I hope. If it looks as pretty when it's done, as this picture does. And once again, this is a Joy Sunday, and I haven't worked on it. I don't think I've worked on it since I last did a floss tube, and it's barely started. So the thread that I've got the needle for it threaded here, and it's all getting all tangled. Oh, I appear to have more than one needle here. Yeah, appears like I threaded, huh. Boy, those needles that come with some of these kits are paper thin. They're bend so easy. But anyway, yeah, I haven't really done any more on it. I want to. Just been enjoying that other one. So, and you can see it's just this upper corner, which is the sky. And that's really all I've done on that one so far. I think I'm just going to fold this rather than, because I think by working with it a lot, it softens this cheap Aida cloth up that's on these kits. But anyway, that one is started and not going anywhere. And this next one is another floral, and really I don't know. I don't think I've done much on it since I talked with you. This is another one of the stamped kits, and I love florals, so this is when at some point we'll get a little preferential treatment. And I'm not going to dig it all out. Well, let me dig it. That's what we're supposed to do, right? It's got all the threads that came with the kit. I don't like all this thread hanging. I would rather, I think I've said that like 3 times. I would rather have them on a, and I know people say it does damage to the thread, and maybe I'll find that to be true as I get more experience, but I really, in past lives, even though I never saw anybody hang their thread up on these things. They were always on floss things. So what I've done on this one so far is just this same rose right up here. You can see where I've kind of done stuff on the rose. And that's really all I've worked on this so far. But it'll be one that definitely does get done because of the whole floral thing and me and florals. I love samplers. I love florals. Another thing I love and want to get some done on are like reproductions of great works of art. I'm just totally fascinated by them, also by Japanese. And so I've got some William Morris patterns. I don't think I've shown you those yet. I'm not going to go dig them out because I haven't done anything on them. But I've got some William Morris patterns, and I just can't wait to get myself to the point I'm starting on some of those. And I've got some other from an Etsy designer who takes works of art and does cross-stitch with them, and even creates some of her own that are similar to those type, works of art type things. And then I'm still got this one, and this one's going to be put aside because it's 18 count. And I have had a hard time with it, and there's still, I haven't gotten any further on it, really. Like I say, we'll see what happens when I get the jeweler's glasses. But this it's started. I'll get it out and show it to you. But what it is it's this Dimensions kit from the Gold Collection Petites. And my understanding is these were supposed to be more difficult. The thing that I'm seeing is going to be difficult about it is there's a lot of back stitching on it, but I don't mind the back stitching. But see in the background here, all of this is like confetti. It's like a whole picture of confetti stitching. but it's not a big piece. But you can see this is the middle of the stack of cups right up here, and this is the bottom cup. And so all I've gotten done is the rim of three of the five cups. And then I've started to go down onto the bottom teacup, and then there's a little saucer that ends up down here. Look at it. See the bottom one? So I decided I would start working my way down through the bottom one. And then once I got that one done, then start working upward. Is kind of where I'm at on it now. But it's just, I just was having too difficult of a time with it. It's an 18 count, and I don't seem to be doing very good with anything other than about 14 count right now. But I know that if I have patience with myself, and that once this procedure happens, I'm pretty convinced that that'll take care of it. So this one's getting put aside, as is this one that has been hanging around for years. It's a 16 count. I just keep having to rip things out on it, and it's damaging the cloth. But it's this Old Faithful from out of Yellowstone, pin pillow, so pin cushion. And what you may not even be able to see on the screen in the picture here is where I just keep pulling stuff out. But if you look at the picture, you can kind of tell where I'm at on it. Not very far. But I really do think that once I get my eye, this will be a quick stitch. But if I keep ripping things out on it, it's just going to, it's a waste of the thread. It's a waste of the cloth. And so I'm putting it away until after that eye procedure. Okay. Because it's been a big waste of time. And then I get really frustrated and I put it away. I'm not going to do it anymore. And I'm only going to do 14 count. And then the next one that I've gotten started is this one. This is one of the Lori Holt hometowns. And I'm going to be doing this quilt this year, of these houses like this. And that's why when I saw that she had done embroidery kits for them, I had to have them. I love houses. And especially, I'm not hugely into cutesy little things, but these houses are cutesy, and I love them. What can I say? And so it's a sampler, and I have started on it. I'll show you. I don't know if I had where I was when I last did a floss tube on here, but it's I'm using the called for threads. I actually I'm using the called for threads and the called for fabric. And the threads are DMC. And the called for fabric is, it's a 25 count even weave. And it's Lori Holt's farmhouse color. And she works with Riley Blake and Zweigert to produce that, her line of cross-stitch fabric. And, so it's not hand-dyed or anything like that. As a matter of fact, every time I touch it, I've really got to get it over to the sewing machine and sew it. Every time I touch it, there's like these, they're just, if I don't soon do something about it, it's going to all be shredded. But anyway, so this pattern is in two pieces, and I just started right up the middle on this door. And so you can see this is the door handle, and the rest of the door is on the second half. And that's where I'm at on it. And there's mistakes in it. Now, I don't know if I will take it all out and refix those mistakes. They're just where I couldn't see my X's. I don't know if I'm going to be able to let that go or not. I'm looking at this in my brain and I'm like, I don't think I can leave that there. It's, And to get to them, I'm going to have to tear the whole door out, I think. And I said, Jackie, you just need to stop right now and get your eyes, you know, it's a temporary thing. Get your eyes fixed and just don't do anything smaller than 14 count. And this one, you know, I felt like the stitching was going reasonably well. I just was having trouble seeing some of the threads once as I'm putting them in there. Are they there? Are they already there? Or, you know, what's going on with them? So, anyway. So, but I want to get all of the patterns, the whole series. I think there's 12 of them. And I've gotten 2. So, even if I don't get them completed right away, I want to at least get the patterns. And I'd like to get the fabric because I'd like for the fabric to all look the same on them. But I just love the houses. I'm also working on another quilt that's a house. So anyway, so those are my whips. It's not all the patterns that I have. Not all the things that I think I'm going to do in the future. You guys already know about the sampler I have with the 2 beautiful peacocks down there that I just have not found the right fabric for. But now that's going to be put aside as well because I cannot figure out what I did with that pattern either. So I've got some more patterns sitting somewhere. I got a lot of patterns, but anyway, that's where I am at on my so I'll primarily be working on these stamped ones or anything that's in the 14 and above on the Aida cloth, and so that I don't ruin anything. These other things will be going back now. So I think if I'm using that as a measurement, I should be able to start on this. I mean, this one. And we will talk to you guys later. Got to do a lot of editing on this video tonight. Bye-bye.